The federal government has announced a shake-up of its subsidy scheme, which slashes the price of household batteries by about 30%. It comes amid claims most of the $2.3 billion budget for the scheme has been spent in just 6 months. Political reporter Romy Stevens has more from Parliament House in Canberra.
The federal government says it will expand its cheaper home batteries program to about $7 billion over 4 years. That's an increase of around $5 billion. The government estimates that this will see more than 2 million households and small businesses install a battery by 2030. Now, that represents a doubling of the initial estimated number that would install a battery. Now, this program was first announced ahead of the election earlier this year, and it came into effect in July. And it means that households and small businesses can claim rebates off the upfront costs of batteries. However, industry insiders have said that poor design of this program has fueled a rush towards much bigger systems. Some experts say that this is mainly due to the rebate initially being per kilowatt hour rather than per battery. And so this means that installers had every incentive to sell consumers the largest possible battery eligible under this scheme. And they say that this means much fewer people have been able to soak up a greater share of the money, and they've said that much of this budget has already been consumed, despite the government saying that it would last until 2030. Now, Energy Minister Chris Bowen has been out today talking about this expansion, and as well as that, he's also announced a shake-up of the scheme. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
Today I'm also announcing adjustments going forward to make sure the program continues to be fair and sustainable. And we've done this in close consultation with the industry. Firstly, in order to recognise the fairness of the battery rollout, we'll introduce a tiered model of support for battery size. 0 to 14 kilowatt hours, no change. 14 to 28 kilowatt hours, a step down in the certificate price, and then another step down, 28 to 50 kilowatt hours.
So, Romy, are these changes expected to make this scheme more sustainable?
Well, that certainly is the intention, Mel. That's what the government says is one of the reasons behind this expansion and these changes, but only time will tell whether or not that actually happens. The Energy Minister, Chris Bowen, in that press conference earlier acknowledged that most of the $2.3 billion initial budget would be used by next year. However, he says that this is because of the success of the program and how popular it's been. He says that it's been at the upper end of expectations and that that's a good thing. But some within the energy sector have raised concerns that by adding rules to a scheme like this, it could increase its complexity and that could lead to more people abusing the scheme. That was put to Chris Bowen earlier, but he rejected that assessment. He says that this program is managed very carefully. He says that it is accredited and deeply regulated. So we will wait and see over the coming weeks and months how this scheme does change things, and we'll keep across it.